but unfortunately, oh my God, no! Hey fam, what's up, what's up, what's up? This is Robert Anton here, robertanton.com, coming to you with your no frills American Idol commentary from a singer. Tonight, the top 10 sing the Disney classics for the first time ever on American Idol, and in another first, it was broadcast from coast to coast all over America at the same time, in the same hours. So all of us got to see it at the same time. Voting opened at the top of the show and closed after the final commercial. 3 are leaving at the end of the show based on the voting. Mickey and Minnie joined the judges on stage with Katy dressed as Snow White, and she was in character. You know, she crazy, she's silly, so she was doing her thing. And Idina Menzel, Elsa from Frozen, was mentoring the contestants for this week's performances. A lot to get through, so what happened? Well, let me tell you. We started out the night with Maddie Poppe. She did Bare Necessities from Jungle Book. And Idina was trying to advise her to open up and show more range, gave her some higher options to do on the song. She played the ukulele for this and had a ragtime band sound behind her. Nice up-tempo tune, and she was having fun with it, but at times was a little reserved, maybe thinking a little too much. I liked the slow change up where she got to take the melody higher, but quickly got back to the up-tempo. This was smooth, and all the coaches stood for her. Lionel talked about her growth and enthusiasm, saying she's coming of age before our very eyes. Katy told her that she appreciated her bravery. Luke said her voice feels timeless and makes him want to keep listening and listening. Then there was Jurnee. She did How Far I'll Go from Moana, and Idina told her to make herself vulnerable. So those first few notes were really giving me a Beyonce feel. She's got such a clear, beautiful tone with such pleasing, natural overtones. Now and then she looked a little bit like deer in the headlights, you know, she's just kind of like, but I was wishing that she'd get lost in the story, and she was almost there several times. You could see her kind of going in and out, or I could see her kind of going in and out. Katy was singing along, and Jurnee sounded like a Disney princess on this. All the judges stood for her. Katy said she seemed vulnerable and very connected. Luke told her great job and told her not to worry too much about not getting voted through last time. Lionel said he felt like she was present on stage tonight and singing from her heart and not her head. Then we got a few seconds after the commercial break of Never Had a Friend from D Acapella, a Disney acapella group, and they did this several times after the commercials came out. They came in with a little bit of something from different shows. Cade Ferner was up next. He did Kiss the Girl from Little Mermaid, and this was an interesting change for Cade, something soft and slow. I loved his grit from the first few opening words. Very seductive with some nice little flutters. He got in a sweet guitar solo and seemed to get even more comfortable and gave up more of the fullness of his voice. Very nice work. Luke told him that he could bring the rock and roll genre back. Lionel said he brought instant identity to the table in spades. Katy felt like the only person in the room and liked that he showed her a softer side. And if I make you feel like you're the only person in the room, please make sure to thumb up the commentary and let me know that you're enjoying it. I have been trying to get this commentary thing going back and forth, but hopefully we are hitting our stride. Thank you so much for watching. Thanks for your comments, and thank you again for your thumbs. Ada Box was up next. She did Circle of Life from The Lion King, and they lowered the key a bit on this to show a fuller, richer sound, but Ada was here to bring the drama with a light show and the cape flowing and flying. Idina had told her to do a few less riffs, and there was restraint with some longer held notes and quite a bit of sassiness. I felt like she held that last note forever though, just beautiful. Lionel called her a movement unto herself. Katy told her that she keeps dropping the mic and said she really embodied Ada Box tonight. Luke liked hearing her take a more subtle route. Michelle Suzette did Remember Me from Coco, and this started out with a prompt chord, and then she sang the first part a cappella and did a good job staying on tune before the guitar came back in. Going back and forth between Spanish and English was a nice touch, and her voice sounded really great on the high notes, especially in Spanish. All the coaches were standing before her performance even finished. They really loved the Spanish aspect. Her voice shone better in Spanish though than usual, and her placement in Spanish was dead on. And I was like, oh my God, I get it. She has all her placement together. You know, you have to find your placement for your vowels and for your consonants, where to breathe, where to do this and do that. And she is really still learning that in English. So her English pronunciation and things is just a little off for me, but her Spanish was dead on. I could just feel all of her tone and everything coming to rest perfectly. I really enjoyed it, and it was fun. Katy said tonight the sound was a priority and called her a star. Luke said that she nailed it perfectly. Lionel said her true identity just came through. Gabby Barrett did Color Colors of the Wind from Pocahontas. And this was interesting with her accent. It's the first thing that struck me, that little accent coming through, and it really had her version standing out to me. Her mic technique was so great. She was all up on the mic, so she didn't have to work too hard for her voice to carry, and this lightness was very enjoyable for her. Even touching, this was a nice lighter side that was very enjoyable and left me wanting more. Luke said she has all the tools to win the show. Lionel told her that she's the total package and put her under the star quality. Katy appreciated the difference she brought tonight, calling her versatile and a pop star. Then there was Michael J. Woodard. He did Beauty and the Beast, and he was a little hoarse in rehearsal, so I was listening to see if I heard any of it show up on stage, and his voice is just so special. The way he projects, the way he pronounces his words, and also the way he breathes and falls off the notes. It's really exciting to watch him, and he gave us an extended note that went on and didn't seem to have any vocal problems or hoarseness throughout this performance. Another wonderful show from him, and all the judges stood. Lionel called him his little Martian. Katy called him an angel and saying he makes her heart smile, also saying he fits between Michael Jackson and Frank Ocean, and Luke called him magical like Disney. Caleb Lee Hutchinson did You Got a Friend in Me from Toy Story, and this was easy breezy in Caleb's voice with a nice swing and made me smile along with him. He hit those low notes kind of hard every now and then in places to show off. I wasn't feeling like there was a lot of range in the upper parts for him because he has a lot more of the lows, but he knew what to do with them, and this was pretty good. Katy said he's so believable and a country star, calling it friendly. Luke called it a great song choice. Lionel told him that with the voice he has, he doesn't have to dance. All he has to do is open up his mouth. Katy Turner was up next. She did Once Upon a Dream from Sleeping Beauty, and Idina rearranged this song slightly, just a bit to keep her moving. She looked lovely with her hair done up and a princess dress. She had so much wonder and joy while performing these lyrics and floated into those upper notes like a Disney princess. Such a wonderful command of her voice, and this was magical. All the judges stood. Lionel said she took us on a magical, magical, magical journey. Katy talked about her growth and evolution and said everything she does is extremely magical. Luke was inspired the way her voice just floats out of her. And in the pimp spot tonight was Dennis Lorenzo. He did Can You Feel the Love Tonight from Lion King, and he talked about his connection to the song and his father, and I could feel that he was tapping into those emotions, and this had his distinct vocal stamp on the melody. I really loved the vocal hits. The band was hitting it. He brought some vocal power to the mix just before the ending and out with the big note. He just made it look way too easy, and all the judges stood for him. Luke said home run. Lionel said he loves the way he puts a little barbecue sauce on Lion King. Katy was stress eating in her little commie thing on a red apple. She still giving us her princess stick, her Snow White stick, which was very funny. She really likes to get into character. Results, results, results! In no order, safe were Caleb Lee Hutchinson, Gabby Barrett, Michael J. Woodard, Cade Ferner, Maddie, Poppe, Katy Turner, and Jurnee! Yes, all right, but unfortunately, oh my God, no! Ada Box went home, Michelle Suzette on her best performance went home, and Dennis Lorenzo also went home. I'm a little, I don't know how to feel about that. Listen, only one can win. They made it to the top 10. Hopefully there will be a tour and they will all be on it. I really appreciate you guys watching. Let me know what you thought of everything that happened tonight down in the comments. And what's going on tomorrow, because I won't be able to watch. I'll be watching The Voice. Let me know what's going to be happening. I thank you so much for watching. This is Robert Anton, RobertAnton.com. I'm out.